Man, forget your Citizen Kanes and forget your bachelors. This is a masterclass in filmmaking. The last movie you'll ever need. You see, there's art like End of Evangelion, and then there's Space Jam. I know art. I'm an internet professor after all. 1997 was a great year. Titanic and the second Jurassic Park movie were in theaters. GoldenEye was released on the N64. Biggie's Life After Death was released. Rage Against the Machine and Wu-Tang Clan went on tour together. It truly was a time to be alive. However, one film has always stuck with me, and that was Joe Pytka's magnum opus, Space Jam. Hello? Wait, what do you mean Space Jam came out in 1996? I mean, we got Mario 64 that year. It's lit. Space Jam is the most 90s thing ever. They played Pump Up the Jam during the training montage, and fun fact, that song was also in the Night at the Roxbury soundtrack, which, speaking of masterpieces, but of course I could simply tell you about the movie, but where's the fun in that? So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Pour yourself a drink, because we're about to watch the best movie ever made. Oh my god. The movie starts with a young Michael Jordan practicing basketball to the soothing sounds of R. Kelly.
Come on, let's go inside.
Just one more shot?
All right. Just one.
Yeah.
And then boom, cut to the best intro in movie history. They had this banger overlaced to highlights of Michael Jordan's career. God, I really hope someone marks the milestones in my career to the Space Jam theme. That's how you know you made it. There's something special seeing Michael Jordan's name followed by Bugs Bunny. Cut to Michael Jordan announcing his retirement from basketball to the masses, immediately followed by CGI cartoon aliens having a business meeting. The space theme park is failing, so naturally that means kidnap the f***ing Looney Tunes. But we don't have time for that. We gotta watch Michael Jordan suck at baseball. Oh shit, look at that. It's Nedry from Jurassic Park.
I'm here to make your life easier. You want me to drive you somewhere? I will drive you anywhere.
You can drive me anywhere, Daddy Nedry. And just like that, any semblance of pacing is thrown out the window and the alien boys decide to pull a Mario Sunshine. They fuck around for a little bit, and then next thing you know, we're chilling in Michael Jordan's house. Also, fake dog. Turns out being bad at American stick sports ball runs in the family, but family TV time is interrupted by crisis. Homeboy pulls out the Glock and then the movie turns into a fever dream. Naturally, the only way to defend yourself from invading aliens is a basketball game. Naturally. The aliens pull the old four babies in a trench coat shtick, all to the poorly aged tunes of those 70s and 60s like remixes. You know the ones. Then they pull some Dark Souls shit to Charles Barkley, and they literally steal his talent. This movie wastes no time getting to the climax. Michael, put a shirt on. This is serious.
It's game time. Get your Hanes on, lace up your Nikes, grab your Wheaties.
Your what? Just like that, the little alien boys use all the talent they stole to become the Monstars. Damn, this really is like Dark Souls. And just like that, there's the conflict, and we're not even at the 25-minute mark yet. See, this movie wastes no time. I love it. Now we're playing golf with Bill Murray. Look, I'll take Bill Murray however I can get him. The movie then decides to pull a Mario 64 and Michael Jordan gets sucked into the cartoon world, and then Bugs Bunny commits a sex crime. This movie's an experience. Look, there's some admittedly decent visual effects going on here if you can get past the f***ing berserk demons that Michael Jordan has to fight. Now we're back with sad Charles Barkley. Me too, Mr. Barkley. Me too. Look, there is something genuinely sad about not being able to see these basketball stars do the thing they love doing. There's some genuine pathos going on here. Oh my god, I might cry. There's also, like, hella jokes that I missed as a kid. Damn, Space Jam, you really got something for everyone, don't you? And just like that, at the 40-minute mark, this movie single-handedly invents the entire furry fandom.
Don't ever call me doll.
Please stop. Then there's an entire sequence where the Toons have to solid snake their way into Michael Jordan's house to pick up some gear. Now, why Michael couldn't get them himself is beyond me. But then we wouldn't have this glorious sequence.
Here you go, Bucks.
Yeah, thanks, kid.
Shoot.
Bad dog! That is the last time I'm ever working with dogs or children.
It's like the ballet in West Side Story. Because without it, Act 2 would only be 20 minutes long. That's a theater joke for theater nerds like me. Wait, the kids let these cel-shaded monstrosities just steal their dad's property? Damn, the 90s really were a different time, weren't they? And just like that, the best training montage in all of cinema history. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea, I wanna fly. The movie predicts COVID, and then we're treated to the jam of all time. Dare I say, the Space Jam. For reference, they're playing Pump Up the Jams. God, I just really want to talk about Night at the Roxbury, dude. Emilio! Also, this movie has copyrighted music literally 90% of the time. I think the most this movie goes without something copywritten is like 30 seconds. God, I miss the 90s. I was 4 years old. I need to chill. Baby Mouse.
Big, I bet you're good at basketball. I'm small, but
Bro.
I'll be good at basketball. Really, I will. I always try hard by
Bro.
in everything you do.
Bro, chill! Then they fuck the shit out of Dennis Nedry. You know, Michael Jordan isn't a great actor, but it's alright. He's doing his best. You know, I have a lot of fun imagining what they would have told Michael Jordan on this giant green screen set. Like, what direction would they have given him? Like, yeah, dude, wear this gas mask, trust. But just when the world needed him most, Bill Murray comes to save the day, and he literally has the best joke in the movie.
Producer's a friend of mine, just had a Teamster come and drop me off, you know.
That joke is funny because the producer of Space Jam is actually the same producer as Ghostbusters. The more you know. And just like that, Michael Jordan wins the game by busting out his signature move. Michael returns the talent to these legends, all set to the tune of poorly aged R. Kelly. The legends are back, Michael returns to basketball, and all is right with the world. This movie's a masterpiece. This movie is 100% the reason Michael Jordan returned to basketball, and there is no convincing me otherwise. Space Jam is a time capsule from a time when nobody gave a shit. I mean, there's a scene where Michael Jordan is playing golf with Larry Bird, and Bill Murray asks if he has a chance in the NBA, which references that one commercial from the 90s. And then Bill Murray joins the basketball team. And the two teams are called the Toon Squad and the Monstars. You could not make a movie like this today. I mean, let's ignore how much coke you would need to even pen a screenplay like this. What amazes me is that this was pitched to this many celebrities and professional NBA basketball players, and everybody was just like, yeah, dude, sure, I'm down. I mean, the main inspiration for this movie came from a Nike commercial where Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny try to sell you Air Jordans. Man, we really lived in a commercial world back then, huh? But, to be fair, that's a big reason our generation has so much nostalgia for what we consumed in the 90s. There it is. There's that trope. Do it. Take a shot. Take a shot every time Mike Dangerous talks about the 90s. It's fine. Trust me. Just do it. Just do it. It's fine. You won't die. Maybe. We were literally surrounded by consumable media, be it video games, cartoons, or licensed sneakers. A movie like this could only make sense in the 90s. Of course, I leave the coherent part for the end of the episode when I'm drunk. Today, there's definitely a cynicism toward product placement and commercial art, if you will, to the point where advertising feels self-aware almost to the point of parody. I mean, even advertising has changed dramatically with how cultivated everything is. I mean, a movie like this makes total sense in an era before memes and cynicism. I really want to die. I feel like that wasn't a thing in the 90s. Maybe it was. I don't know. Again, I was 4. I need to chill. I'm also not sober whatsoever. And that's not to say that Space Jam was ever meant to be taken seriously. I mean, even at the time, the concept was wild. I mean, watching this movie, how could you not think that the 90s was a more carefree time? The movie itself doesn't even try to hide that. One of my favorite jokes in the movie is when Donald Duck asks, is it Donald or Daffy? It's Daffy, I'm stupid. One of my favorite jokes in the movie is when Daffy Duck asks Bill Murray what he's even doing here, and Bill Murray says, well, I'm friends with a producer, which is Ivan Reitman, which is the same producer from the Ghostbusters. I already said that, didn't I? I'm drunk. That's why you came here. This movie rewards you the most when you just turn your brain off for a second. Yeah, it's fun to play nostalgia critic for movies like this, but the more you just accept the movie for what it is, the more you enjoy it. To the movie's credit, there was some interesting stuff going on from a visual effects standpoint. Michael Jordan had to play basketball on a green screen set with other dudes dressed in green morph suits. Come to think of it, this movie's probably like the heaviest use of green screen before movies like Avengers came out. This movie also heavily used the Amino software, which gave animators much better tool. Wow, I am fucking drunk, dude. This movie also heavily used the Amino software, which gave animators much better tools like being able to add shading to the hand-drawn assets, as well as compositing green screen elements with real actors. Holy shit, this movie might actually be a masterclass in filmmaking. At the end of the day, it's a fucking kids movie. A kids movie with celebrity tie-ins, which picked up steam in the 90s but became a standard by the early 2000s. We live in a world with the Emoji Movie. If that's not a staple of the capitalist machine, I don't know what is. We also did a Talking Shots on it. You should watch it. R.I.P. Wilkie.
Oh yeah, very much.
I will say though, one of the reasons I think so fondly of this movie, I mean, aside from the nostalgia, is the care that went into making it. This movie, despite what it is a technical achievement. You rarely see that kind of effort put into animated movies unless it's like Disney or Pixar. I really hope I'm not slurring my words because we're almost done and I'm really feeling it. It's definitely a time capsule from a time when, at the very least, things felt more fun. A time when you could just go to the movies and turn your brain off and watch Michael Jordan beat some cartoon aliens at basketball. And sometimes big, stupid fun is okay. Sometimes trash is okay. This movie's my trash. 110%. If you really want to feel like a kid again, just look up Space Jam on Google, and the original website from 1996 is still up and untouched. You know, the real question is, who's paying to keep that website up? You know, and people say I care too much about the past. What do you think? What's your favorite trash movie from when you were growing up? For me, obviously, it's stuff like Space Jam and like Air Bud or whatever was on VHS in the 90s. But I know some of you youngins out there had some different experiences growing up. What were some of your favorite DVDs that you had? Since I am a dinosaur at the ripe age of 24 when this video comes out, almost 25, almost quarter century. I'm gonna die soon. As always, we love to hear from you, so post those comments down below, be it Facebook, YouTube, I think we're on Reddit. We should be. Reddit's lit. I love you. If you have an inkling in your heart to donate, you can hit us up on Patreon, and we have sweaters and like a super secret Discord. So feel free to support us on there. Your donations and your love is greatly appreciated, and I can afford to eat something other than Disaronno and Hot Pockets, and it'll be lit, and I won't die by 27. Or maybe I will. It's lit.